Well, I had a nice surprise the other day. I received a book which is called, if I can get it in the right place, 8,000 Years of Wisdom. And there are articles from 100 octogenarians who share their lessons learned from life. Well, I don't think my contribution added much to that, but there are wonderful stories of these elderly people, and of course anybody who is now in their 80s or older was around during the wartime. And of course there are many stories of war stories of things that happened to some of these people. And in the wartime, of course, whilst the men had gone off to fight, it was left to the women to run the country, and they were involved in running the farms in the land army, and they were in the hospitals, in the factories, making bombs, and they did everything with very little praise or recognition. And I could select any of these stories, which are wonderful accounts of these people's lives. But I've selected one from a lady called Molly Rose, and she was born in 1920. And during the war, she was a member of what was called the Air Transport Auxiliary, and their job was to fly aeroplanes from the factories to the airfields. And I mean, imagine the situation. They would be asked to fly any type of aircraft, Spitfires, Hurricanes, Wellington bombers, the whole lot. And they did it on their own. No co-pilot, no what you might call sat-nav, no navigation, just given an aeroplane and said take it to where it's got to go, whether it be nighttime, daytime, good weather or bad weather. And this lady tells a story of a Wellington bomber, which she was just given, know nothing about, and to fly it she had a booklet on her knee of instructions. Well, imagine that. And this lady, she reports that she flew 37 different types of aeroplanes. And so an amazing story of, well, not quite heroism, but wonderful skills. And at the end of the war, they were no longer required, and so they were just sent home to go and darn socks, cook meals, and all the things that women did. It was in the days when really women were not given much credit for doing anything, and other than being a homemaker. The man was the hunter-gatherer, and he was the head of the household, and that was the situation. Eventually, only recently, some of these women who served so well in the war have been given recognition of all the good work that the Land Army girls did, and all the nurses, and this particular auxiliary thing that this lady was in. So times have changed a lot, of course, and it's nice that women now do have rights and can take a more equal position in society, I think. But in the wartime it was very different. But so many of these women did such wonderful work, and I'm very pleased that, you know, their efforts have now been recognised. So well, that's it, and I'll see you again as always. Goodbye.